So anytime that the alien starts to assault my mind, then I go into a state of meditation. I can rebuild myself. I can reduce the amount of suffering that I'm experiencing with meditation. I suspect that the verse, he who goes up the ladder by himself is a liar and a thief. I think that that's referring to, personally, I think that it's referring to the situation that I'm in. See, they're using me as a way to, you know, express their irrational anger, you know. And so they assault me constantly. You know, at some point, they're going to start to assault other people, probably kill people. But I think that by doing that, you know, they're basically saying, well, he's lying. You know, he can't escape this. You know what I mean? Or he's a thief. You know what I mean? Like he's taking away from your salvation by protecting himself, you know, which is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is just they take me all the way to the point where I can't take it anymore. You know, it gets to the point where, you know, my mind stops functioning properly. You know, words aren't coming out correctly. I've developed a stutter in the midst of all this. You know, that was never the case before. I can't speak properly anymore. You know, emotional issues have come out of it. You know, states of prolonged confusion, emotional confusion, not being able to, you know, once they assault my mind, a state of emotional and even psychological confusion can last for hours afterwards. It's like if somebody hits you in the head with something really hard, you're not going to be able to think clearly for a while, you know. So, but anyways, yeah, I just want to let you know that because I don't really care. You know what I mean? If that fucks you over or not. Okay? I'm tired of it. I don't want to go through it anymore. They can find another way to show how irrational that they can be. I think they just fuck with me out of convenience, you know, rather than have me act irrational towards somebody else or they themselves acting irrational, you know, towards somebody else. Which they actually have told me to act irrational towards other people. I'm going to have to get around to doing that. Probably beating up some TSA people, you know, as soon as they touch me. They don't want me to be like, oh, hey, because I have done that. Like, no, you ain't allowed to touch me right there, you fucking bitch. And you know, but instead or like touching me and then be like, hey, why did you do that? You know what I mean? Instead of that, then just hit them. You know what I mean? Just take an elbow to their fucking cheekbone. You know what I mean? Try to try to break their fucking jaw. So they've told me to do that. So at some point I'm going to have to do that. And it's more than just the way they're acting towards me. It's going to turn on other people here pretty quick.